want to talk about being a digital nomad today and some of the pros and cons and advantages, disadvantages, because I'm now a digital nomad again, traveling around in my van, renting Airbnbs by the month, largely in France at the moment. And I first heard about the term in, I think, 2015, 2016, when I was considering what to do. And I ended up going to Bali one way and traveling around the world from there, but having Bali as my base. And so yeah, for like 4.5 years, I was a digital nomad back then, and then kind of got trapped in the UK with lockdowns and stuff. But back out in the world now, and I guess one of the big sticking points with digital nomad is you're in new locations all the time, so you've got to work out what's what. That's why staying in a place for a month and traveling slowly or a couple of months, 2-3 months, I think is really advisable. You can get into the places, meet some people, find the local places. Because a lot of times when you're there for a week or so, you're just finding the places and then you've got to go. Even a month, you start finding really good places towards the end. So a month or two is really good. One of the main things I've been pondering of late and experimenting with and talking about on this channel is because you work for yourself and also you have unlimited freedom. So it's obviously up to you to do the work, but you obviously have all these amazing things going on around you all the time, which can pull you. I mean, Bali especially. There's not so much going on here, but obviously you can. Yeah, it's whether you work or not. And a lot of digital nomads, I mean, working early is good. Just checking out the local pizzeria because they had a 10-day break, but just wanted to see. It's the 14th today. When's he back? 15th. Yeah, there's one pizzeria in this little village. So I think I've finally kind of got it, and I like to call this a flexible framework with working, because there's markets on in the morning, and I only want to work 3 hours a day, every day, and keep like every day the same and keep momentum going. 3 hours a day, it's about 20 hours, 22 hours a week in my main session. And I'll get other work bits in the morning if I wake up early and like do experimentation and research and other things at night. Most of the time when I'm not going out, which I'm not really doing at the minute at all, just for various reasons and where we're at and stuff. There's not much going on at night. So yeah, just getting early nights and trying to detox and look after my sleep at the moment, because I'm in a build phase, we're in a push phase. But yeah, flexible framework. I think it's good to have structure and discipline, but I think you need flexibility within that to go with it. There might be events, you might have some weather, you might want to go off and do something with some people. So it's kind of blending your life and work balance with what's going on around you. So you obviously need to get work done, but you want to be flexible to kind of fluctuate and change a bit with what's going on around you. So I think I've come up with now, rather than trying to do the morning, I've taken the pressure off that, the early morning, the 4 a.m. And we're trying to train ourselves to get up early naturally, and that will come. But yeah, very simply, it's just a morning work session, a standard for 3 hours. But if we go out, then we'll have lunch, and then I'll go off and do the afternoon, which I've done today. The local cafe was pretty busy actually, so I walked in and walked out and just went to the van, even though it was quite hot, with the 2 doors open. It's a nice workspace, and got to work on nonconformitywebsites.com, and yeah, smashed loads of work with that. A load of the websites, the templates, the content, the Stripe integrations, a lot of back-end stuff. It's quite a simple site, but a lot of them are. We're trying to launch 100 startups in 1,000 days with Nonconformity Company. And we've got some programs to teach people how to be a digital nomad. So obviously the one thing is you're only online, so you're location independent. You can do what you want, move where you want, and as long as you've got your computer and a Wi-Fi. I was just hotspotting today with my phone in the van, and it was just like lightning. I had Spotify going with some light music in the background, and yeah, loads of tabs open. It was just like lightning. So didn't even need the Starlink, which is great. But the lifestyle's not for everyone, and you have to have discipline. But I think putting in some systems in place that are flexible, that work around you, are just really good. So I think I've really got there now with this. And then just doing an hour in the evening, so I managed to shut down my laptop by like 7 or 8 latest to look after that sleep. But we've got nomad.co, links below if you want to learn how to become a digital nomad. If you're working in a job now where all the money coming in is going out, you haven't got much time, and you don't really know what to do, we've got a lot of programs for people to follow to start setting up real online businesses. And then while you're working, you can do this, set up 2 or 3 side hustles. 1 or 2 of them take off, set up more, keep testing, keep learning, keep pushing. If you could just do an hour a day, wake up an hour earlier and just get an hour a day in every morning, and build up those income streams until they're around your income or just your minimum viable income. Also work out your minimum viable income to see actually what you need to survive. Also bearing in mind what countries you go to. Like we're looking at Vietnam, maybe November or maybe January, February, March. And yeah, cost of living is a lot less than other countries like the UK where I'm from, or America or France. You can get a beachfront ocean view apartment for £500 a month all in, and then it's really just your food and anything else that you want, gym or activities. But if you're in a job position now, if you can just build up to a couple of grand a month, that's all you need to get to. Then you can go to a country like Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand. You're not going to be working for anybody else, so you can build on those projects and really push and just go into a bit of a build phase for 3, 6, 9 months and build more businesses, grow those to a substantial income, and then you can start increasing your spend, increasing your investments. And yeah, it might take a few years, but if you begin today, like I did in Bali, and it was scary at times. I didn't have much money. I had to get into hustle. I was working late at the co-working space dojo a lot of nights to make things happen. And yeah, I did, and opportunities came up and things worked out. A hell of a journey. Could write a book on it, really. But the main aim is beginning, and there's no get-rich-quick scheme. You can't do this overnight, but if you start taking action steps towards it, it's a lifestyle. I'm certainly going to be profiling more the pros and the cons. I mean, the cons really of digital nomad lifestyle is you are away from friends and family, yes, but when you see them, then it means more. So I think that's okay. And people then can also come and fly to you, and as your money increases, we're going to start to get Airbnbs that are 3, 4, 5 bedroom places, so we can just be like, oh yeah guys, we're there for a month, come over if you want. So I think you can counteract that, because you're also getting to meet loads of new people, interacting with loads of new people, new cultures, new language, new food, and you're just free. Visas and travel can sometimes get people down, but they're all quite easy to work out. There's many guides online, and yeah, I mean, if you don't like actually traveling, then it's probably not for you. But again, you can just travel slowly, and you could set yourself up for 3 months in Vietnam, 3 months in Thailand, 3 months in Europe, 3 months somewhere else, and so it's only traveling every 3 months to a new home, temporary home, and that's a really nice way of doing it, which is what we're going to kind of do, really. Have like 4 different spots. Probably do the UK in the summer months, June, July, August. Get out of Europe area, probably to Vietnam kind of in the worst months, January, February, March makes sense. But yeah, you can pick and choose. And as you start to go out there and meet people, you'll start to create new networks and new friends. There's lots of good communities, lots of good meetups and WhatsApp groups and all sorts of things. Well, the act of just beginning opens up things, not just opportunities to earn more money and make more businesses, but just meet new like-minded people who are also doing it. That's what I did when I went to Bali. Went to the co-working space dojo for the first few months, and you just meet loads of people. Everybody's building online businesses, so you're in the kind of same boat. You don't feel crazy. So if you've had some ideas, you want to kind of go for it. We've got a lot of free programs and education and tools for you, and a community as well with the channels also, so you can come in and can be continually updated and also just interact with like-minded people. So there we go.